Gut feeler, in this video we're going to talk about the dangers of diatomaceous earth. This is a response video to the video of Dr. Berg, who talks about the benefits of diatomaceous earth. I'm not going to trash any colleagues, this is not my style. But before you get all excited about diatomaceous earth, I want to offer you a second perspective so you know the potential risks for your gut health, especially if you're already dealing with an impaired health. And this might prevent you from making a huge mistake that you pay back for years. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 facts, 3 problems with diatomaceous earth, why it's potentially dangerous, and in the end, I'm going to give you better alternatives which do not come with health risks like diatomaceous earth. Does that sound good? Then hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss out on any future videos that can help you to heal your digestive system and become your own health expert so you know what's best for your body. Problem number 3. Dr. Berg praises diatomaceous earth for its silica content. Diatomaceous earth contains silicon dioxide for sure. The only question is, how absorbable is it for your human body? Because let's get the obvious out of the way, diatomaceous earth is not a food. To absorb the silica, you need a strong, super strong stomach acid. If you're dealing with chronic gut issues, you have a liver issue, you do not have enough stomach acid and there's nothing to waste here. By taking diatomaceous earth, you deplete your good stomach acid. It can cause more indigestion, more acid reflux, and long-term stomach problems. If you're thinking, yeah, but I want the silica and diatomaceous earth has so much, wait for the bonus content where I give you better alternatives which are stomach friendly, easily absorbable by your human body. Problem number 2 is likely gonna do a little bit like this if you hear it for the first time. Dr. Berg talks about diatomaceous earth is an algae and kind of all natural. Was an algae, now it's a fossil, and diatomaceous earth is basically grinded up fossil. It's used as a filler and to prevent the formation of clumps, for example in pet litter, but also in paints, in plastic, in medication, and in the industry it's called to clean up spills, right? To scrub things. It's very abrasive. Now comes the most interesting thing. I remember when I lived in the Findhorn Foundation, which is an intentional community in Scotland, we were using diatomaceous earth to apply to plants because it's used as an insecticide. Now listen to what happens to that insect if you put diatomaceous earth on it. Diatomaceous earth causes this insect to dry out and die because it absorbs the oils and the fat of the insect's body. And the sharp edges of the diatomaceous earth powder help to speed up the process of the dying insect. You might think like, yeah, Peggy, but try diatomaceous earth. It helped me. I feel better right now. I totally hear you. It's the same with the keto diet and with fasting. But it's also the same if you take antibiotics, you also feel better for a while and then you pay back the credit without knowing the long-term risks that it has on your digestive system. So let me ask you one thing. What do you think happens if you take diatomaceous earth internally? That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about a clay mask or anything like that. We're talking about internally. Here are some of the things that I experienced with my one-on-one clients and that also medical medium Anthony William points out to be aware of. Just as the insect example, diatomaceous earth dries out your gut. The more dry it is, the more susceptible it becomes to invaders like pathogens, viruses, Epstein-Barr, SIBO. And on top, the sharp edges of diatomaceous earth can cause micro-injury because your gut lining is like a soft baby skin. It's very sensitive and it's not meant to eat stones or grinded up stones or grinded up fossil or anything like that. One of the worst things I've seen with my clients what diatomaceous earth does is it coats your gut lining. It basically clogs up your intestines, leading to things like indigestion and malabsorption. Before we come to the better alternatives, here is problem number 1 with diatomaceous earth. If you've seen the video from Dr. Berg and are all like excited to take diatomaceous earth, that was not good for the hair. He talks about that it's one of the best things to bind aluminum. Aluminum is a toxic metal and you definitely don't want to have that in your body. The thing that he didn't share is that diatomaceous earth does not only bind to aluminum, but also, for example, to the most precious mineral that you have in your body and you do not have enough if you have gut issues, and that is zinc. I'll link you a paper down below if you want to check out the facts. Now, gut feeler friend, promised bonus content. Let's talk about the alternatives. I'm going to give you 2 alternatives for the main points that Dr. Berg mentioned as the benefits of diatomaceous earth, starting with silica. Silica is super important for your nails, for your ligaments, for your skin. But if it's binded to diatomaceous earth, it doesn't have the same absorption rate as if you take it from food. Your digestive system is made for absorbing minerals from food, not from fossils. Diatomaceous earth is not a living food. It brings us to the other alternative that I want to mention if it comes to detoxing your body. It's mercury or aluminum or copper from your liver and your digestive tract. The best alternative, and this is a treasure that just landed on planet Earth, is spirulina. Spirulina is an alive algae which is safe to detox your body. It binds to heavy metals. And to help you learn more about this alternative, watch this video right now about the 5 reasons why you should eat spirulina every day, especially if you're dealing with chronic health issues related to your gut and your stomach. So watch this video right now about the best alternative to diatomaceous earth.